All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today was a day. It was a lot of chop, but a lot of moves, a lot of momentum, but a lot of flushes. And I was doing so well. I thought today I had it in the bag. I thought this is going to be like a $400, $500 green day. I get it's 9:30. I'm up already $200. I take a couple scalps. I'm up $250, and I was feeling great. I thought this would be it, and I take one giant size, 10,000, almost 10,000, no, 8,000 to 10,000 dollars, $8,000 to $10,000, not shares, $8,000 to $10,000 position size on RDBX, and it just took a 50-cent dump, and I went from green to immediately like $280 in the red. I start trading and trying to get some back. I'm down only 180. I should have called it there, but I take one more trade and I'm down $350, and I hit my max stop, and that was it. I didn't care, if there's going to be another opportunity, I had to stop. And of course, as soon as I stop, HTCR goes from 193. This is the stock that right here, this move right here I bought, looking for the break at $2. That's the stock that I lost $80 on to put me back all the way past max loss, stop me out for the day, curls back up and rips 33%, 50%. 50%. And I had to watch it go without me. And like the amount of like stress or frustration that I experienced today was by far the most I've had since I started the learning curve on day trading and like kind of figuring out my strategy. That was a very stressful time, but today was just like kind of bringing me back to those moments that like I feel like I'm trying so hard to just grow and become a better trader and learn and push my comfort zone, and it backfires in my face and I just get kicked in the nuts. I was on the floor like vomiting, couldn't get up mentally and emotionally, and in the moment it felt like it was never going to end. It felt like this was it, this was the end, my world was going to collapse. But after a little bit, I got my senses back and realized that, okay, well, let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, I can make that back in 1 to 2, 3 days, around on average. And you know what? I have to show up the next day and trade again. I can't. What else am I gonna do? This is what I want to do with my life, and this comes with the territory of wanting to be a day trader, is taking these types of losses or making these mistakes. This is how I'm going to get better, but it feels so bad in the moment because I just want every day to be amazing green day and hitting my next highest green day or my next biggest trade. And it's good to strive for that, but it can't always be like that. Every once in a while, I'm going to get kicked in the nuts, and this is one of those days. And it sucks because like now it fills my head with doubts because while I did make 2,100 last month, this month I'm still red. I'm still trying to get green on the month. And we're already 8 days in on the month, and I have nothing to show for it. And it does, like make me worry that, maybe I'm not ready to go full time. Maybe I'm not ready to do this full time. Maybe my skills aren't there yet. It makes me question. And yeah, that's good to question. I mean, it's like every sane person, will question. But I have to keep going. I have to try. I have to keep going until like it's absolutely not possible for me to go another month without paying my bills. That's the only way I'm going to get a job. And I have 6 to 10. I have about an 8 to 10 month runway here on expenses so I can pay my bills this month. So I'm not worried, in the immediacy of my financial situation. But it does make me worry, like, is this going to be like this for the next 6 months? And then I'm just going to run out of money, and then I'm going to have to go get a shitty fucking job and grind my ass and make money to try and do this again? I don't want that to happen. And you know what? The only thing I can do is show up every day and try my best. And it sucks that, to think that that might not be enough. I just might not be ready. I might not be ready yet. Those are the doubts that are filling my head. And whether or not they're true, I have no idea. But that's what's filling my head right now. And that's not normal. I mean, that's not unnormal. And I'm sure a lot of traders can relate to me. But I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I don't even know what to say. But it's so frustrating. If I would have just locked up that $250 on the day, if I just walked away, I could be sitting pretty right now. I could be up $600, $700 on the week. But I wanted it to be a home run day. Oh man. It really did bother me today about what happened. It's not the end of the world. Of course, yeah, I can make it back. But it just sucks, it's just that I have to accept. I just have to accept this shitty ass chart on my P&L. This is so ugly. I haven't gotten traction for 2 weeks. I've been going sideways for 2 weeks. The plan is tomorrow I'm going to show up. I'm going to trade some more. And, I'm going to do that every damn day. I'm going to do that every day until I don't even know. I don't even have an end date. I'm just going to show up and do this every day. And I'm trying my best. I'm literally putting it all on the table. I am pushing myself. I had an honest intention of wanting to better myself, and it completely flushed on me. So let's go over these trades. So let's see what happened today. So let's look at MITO. I guess sometimes, like, when you have these days, you just have to let yourself, like, process the emotion, just because, like, it's gonna eat you alive. You have to just stop and go be by yourself for like 2 hours and just like process all this crap. That's what I had to do. And then I went to the gym and I just freaking killed it. I killed the gym. I worked out like I was a possessed demon. That's how I get over my red days. And damn, I feel a lot better right now than I did 3-4 hours ago. So my way of processing a red day is definitely good. It's definitely more effective than it has been in the past. Yeah, so here I took a scalp through the high on MITO. Here again, kind of like a front side scalp. Very small size. Making a couple dollars. And then here we got RDBX popping up. And I was very small size, about $1,000 position sizes. Here about a break even, and then I got back in at 83, looking for a breakthrough 10. It kind of stalled at $10, and I took my profits kind of quick, and then it popped. I really should have held that, but It's all good. I still made some money. Here, first pullback, accumulated off 93. It's a great entry right there. And then I got to pop through 10. I took my profits again too quick. I'm just so used to taking my profits quick from the past 2 weeks that like it completely messed with my head today. Completely. And then I go back in, at 10. Here, look at I go back in 30 cents higher than when I sold that. And I should have just held it. And then here I am taking a loss. Taking some of it off as a loss, and then I get back in higher, and then I take it off as a loss. Like, my God, like, how could you, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Just my conviction to hold is so low that, the ones that I should be holding, I'm not holding. And the ones that I do hold are the ones that flush on me. It's like, I know so many people can relate to that. Here I add for the break of the high, add some more at 44, taking it off. That was a nice 10 cent, 14 cent gain there. Could have gone bigger size, but that's pretty solid right there. That's pretty solid. And here we had a nice pop here, but I was looking at something else and I completely missed it. And I went for a first pullback and then a push up to $11, looking for $11. And then we had a red candle here, taking some off to manage my risk. And then we did get that push to 11. I took the rest off. And that was also, at this point, I'm up like $150 on the day. And, I'm not doing too bad right now. Here, backside scalp. Here on RDBX, I'm looking for a back over a breakthrough 11. So I go in 1,000 shares. Wow. 1,000 shares. Dang. That's $11,000 position size. And I make 7 cents. And then I go back in for the dip off 11, looking for some continuation or some sort of pop, and it flushes on me. And I was in, I sold some for break even, then the rest down for a 30-cent loss. And all that, I remember all the profit I made on this push through 11, I gave back on that pullback. And I went from up 250 to up 150. And then here we had a panic dip buy. Quick scalp, 10 cents, 500 shares. And here it is. This is the moment that I ruined the day. This is the moment. Accumulating 1,000 shares. Looking for a breakthrough 11. Very hesitant, so I take some off for a small loss. Then I jump back in. It starts pushing to 11.17. I thought it was going to break 11.32. And it rejects. I remember it stopping for a second, and then immediately the rug pulled. Bang! 50 cents down, and I lose 50 cents a share. 55 cents a share. That is ridiculous. On 750 shares. Then I immediately start accumulating for another curl up through 11.32. Have my position at 11.03, add at 10.99, add again at 11.14. I think it's going to push. And it dumps on me again for another $80 loss. And here we go again. It's not over yet. Looking for a breakthrough 11, get my starter in at 10.92, adding at 10.98 for that breakthrough 11, take some off for a quick profit, and then it rejects. And I lose another 10 cents. Wow. Not my day. Not my day. I should have locked it up. Oh my God. This point, I was like this. I was like about to cry. I was literally about to freaking cry. Oh, I turned over. My girlfriend came in the room. I turned over and it said, I went from up 250 to down 280, like that. One trade, and man, I probably looked like I was about to cry. Oh man, that was like such a bad experience, but it had to have been for the best. It had to have been for the best. This is how I get better trading. I have to keep that mindset. Shit. What else did I trade today? HTCR. Let's go to this. Holy shit. This thing is a mess. Here, no bueno. In too high, and I just shake myself out because I'm in too high. Here, I bought at 190, looking for a move. Immediately rejects there, and then curls back up, and I start buying again for the break of 2. It rejects again. Oh my goodness. I was in 2,000 shares there. I lost $200 on that. Jesus. That's ridiculous. Like, And then it goes without me, and I'm already stopped out. Man, what are you gonna do? The thing that happened that kind of frustrated me today is that like I didn't want to be patient anymore. I wanted to jump in on something that was moving. I wanted to have a huge winner. At this point, I was only by open. I was only up, a couple handful of $50 winners that put me up 250 on the day. I should have been happy with that, and I wanted to push it to get a big green day. I wanted to push my boundary. I wanted to break $400 in profit, $500 in profit, because I know I can trade like that. I know I can be a big trader like that. I know I can sling big size, bigger size than I am now. I know I can push that. And it backfired on me today. And then, sometimes I'm so hesitant on some moves and it goes without me, or I'm too small size and that frustrates me. And then I go to size up and then it dumps on me and it's just like, oh man, it's just like the most frustrating thing ever. But, I did something to get myself from, trading an average of 200 to 25, 50, 100 shares to upwards of 250 and 500 shares or 1,000 shares at a time. I had to do that same thing that I did to get here to get to where I want to be. So here I had a really beautiful trades on CYR, and beautiful. This was like the best stock I traded all day. I was looking here for a breakthrough VWAP. This was like so beautiful. Like I was so in tune with the stock. Oh, that's like the best feeling ever. Here is about to break even, but I aim for a break of VWAP. So here I get back in at 44. Take some off at break even. Think I need a bigger pullback. Pulls back, add at 41, and then I start gunning it. I start pressing it at 245. I'm in 3,000 shares. I'm in a total of $5,000. We got a nice pop on it, and I make $200 on CY or $180 on CYRN. Meta platform changes its stock ticker from FB to Meta. Oh, okay. Interesting. I was wondering when that was going to happen. And then here I get back in for the break of 50. We got a beautiful breakthrough 50. A beautiful. Oh, I'm just zoned in on this stock. I loved it. I loved this stock. Here, break even, and then a small loss on backside. I was waiting for a better setup. Here, we popped back over VWAP, held over this resistance, looking for a break through the high. I start buying on the break of 250, take some off at 253, add on a pullback, got a quick scalp, 4 cents, 1,000 shares, back in 52 cents for a dip buy. Take that one off for most of that off for a scratch, and then sell the rest at a small loss. Buying off the lows, thinking we'd curl back up, take it off for about break even. CYRN was the best performing stock that I did on it. I should have just focused on that. RDBX was just a mess. Look at this. Look at, why didn't it break? It should have broke. It should have ran. Like, oh. Okay, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta tone it down here. I gotta tone it down. Let's see, we got AERC. Here, pre-market, kind of just making quick scalps. Here's a 10-cent scalp there, 3-cent scalp there. Still kind of hesitant pre-market. Here I was looking for a breakthrough 12. Slinging bigger size up towards the top here, and I actually took a loss after it rejected $12. Then here I got a quick scalp, an open scalp. And here I should have sized in much bigger for the breakthrough 12, but I did get 12 cents, so that's okay. But, you know, I saw it curling up down here. I should have took a starter down here because I had a feeling I'd break through 12. But then I hesitated, kind of went without me, found myself chasing higher way up here. But, you know, it still kind of worked in my favor. But I need to be careful. I need to be careful chasing stocks. What else do we got? EFOI. EFOI is kind of ran without me at first, and then I start buying the first pullback, take off for a small scratch, start accumulating the lows here, but it just never pops up the way I want to, so I take that off for a small loss. Still holding 250 shares though, starter in case we do bounce off that 9 EMA, because that 9 EMA is still holding up. And then I see buyers stepping in right here at 310, and I punch it, looking for this break of this next candle, 318. I start buying 315, 316, 316, 316. I was in 750 shares. Okay, position size, about $250, $2,500, and I take it for a nice scalp, about 4 cents. About 4 cents. Nice scalp there. Could have gone bigger size, but it's okay. It's a beautiful trade right there. It's a beautiful trade. So there's a lot of things that I did good today. Overall, I think I did really good. It was just RDBX right here. This was the worst. Sizing up, looking for that break of 32, and then it rug pulled me. That was just, man. That was it. And then HTCR was another mistake. So there's 2 mistakes I can learn from today. Well, I was in too much. I was just in too much of position size on RDBX. $10,000 is twice the size, more than twice the size that I want to be trading. It's about 3 times the size that I was trading at. I should have only went in, maybe 5,000, half the size, 500 shares. That would have, not have put me in red. I would have been back to break even around. Here, this is just a false breakout. There's really not much I can do with that, other than, I mean, you can't really call that. You can't really, guess that, it's going to be, if it's going to work out or not. So that's why you start with a small starter share size in case this happens. It's unfortunate as a false breakout. Did curl back up, had the right idea, for the break. And I don't know, I think I just read something wrong in the tape. It looked good. It looked great. It looked great through 2. It looked beautiful. Pull back one more time. Right here is a good entry. This candle for a breakthrough 2. I was in about $4,000. And it took about a 7-cent loss. $4,000, 2,000 shares, that's about $150. But then again, you know, if it broke out, if this broke out and ran 10 cents, that would be up $200. Just like, damn, this thing really dumped so quick. Like, I just remember, like, in an instant, you know, it's down 10, 15 cents. It's brutal, man. It's brutal. I think that's it. I think I went over every stock. So let's take a look. I don't know if I showed you. On the month, I'm red still, $138. On the week, only up 24, so it could be another break-even week. Still though, 2 days left in the week. Still could come up with, you know, two $200 days. You know, that's $400 on the week. That's good. Even two $100 days. I'd take $200 on the week. It's better than where I am now. So I think the next 2 days I just have to focus on, you know, being green and just locking it up and not getting too aggressive like I did in RDBX. That was slinging too big size. It just feels like, you know, I make a little bit and I give it back, make a little bit, give it back. You know, I'm not having that upward trajectory right now. It's very, very stressful. You know, March, April, and May were beautiful. It's a beautiful uptrend. Like, I had 8 red days in 3 months. And here I am, like, within 2 weeks, on June, I'm already have 4 red days. So red, 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 green. Nice green day. I was, like, feeling good. And then, give it back. Give it back. The market said, I want my money. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there. Just got to keep showing up every day. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to get ready and I'm going to trade. And that's how I'm going to get better. I'm going to keep showing up every day and trading my best. Literally giving it my all. That's the only thing I can do. And I think over time, it's just gonna naturally grow into something amazing. I'm just gonna naturally start to become a learned master at trading. I'm gonna, you know, look back and be like, wow, I now I'm trading at the level of the people that I'm looking up towards right now. But to get there, I just got to keep showing up every day, giving it my best, have proper risk management, you know, stopping. It's good that I stopped myself out at 350. I could have kept trading. I was super emotional. I wanted to keep trading. I wanted to make it back. I literally forced myself. I couldn't buy anything. 356, hard stop, done. I could make that back in 1, 2, or 3 days. Don't want to be going deeper than that. So, all right. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm going to wrap it up here. If you guys are watching, if anyone is watching this, right? If anyone out there is watching this right now, please comment down below. Comment fish. That's the first word that came to my mind. So comment fish to let me know that you're watching this right now. You're about 30 minutes into one of my videos. I greatly appreciate you. I love you from the bottom of my damn heart. Hit that like button. If anyone is watching that is not a subscriber, definitely, if you're watching here at 30 minutes in, you're obviously enjoying this. So please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the next day trading recap video. All right. Peace out.